What is up, everyone? Just a quick market update on XRP right now. As you guys can see, we sold off and price went all the way down manipulation wise to 1.73 here, it's saying. Okay, so we tapped almost the low of this weekly bullish for value gap, and we tapped into this monthly bullish for value gap here, which is our orange zone. And as you guys can see, once we tapped into this area, price wicked it and rejected and closed at 2.70. All right, so then now here we do have this weekly level. As you guys can see, it's a bullish for value gap that was disrespected. And now what we want to see is if price will trade back inside of it and then use it as an inverse fair value gap for higher prices for the $3.40 level, because ideally that is what we're eyeing. As you guys can see here, if we drop down to the hourly, we tapped the 50% of it. That's also the orange level is our I think it's our monthly level. Let me just make sure. Yep, monthly bullish level. So we tapped the monthly and the weekly bullish level, and we closed above it. So bodies closed inside of it, we traded above, and then closed right on top of it. Okay. Um, and then we traded up, and I don't know what this is here. I think it's just that area that I had at one point where I was saying that this was the last time to buy XRP. And as you guys can see, we still had another opportunity to buy it here at lower prices. But anyways, what I'm looking for now, so this is the hourly. We just traded above. We have a bearish level here that we traded inside of, which is our bearish fair value gap. And as you guys can see, price wicked above it, kind of disrespected a little bit, but closed at the 50%. And then we utilize this green level, which is a, let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out what it is exactly so I don't mislead you guys with what I'm seeing. It could be like on the lower time frames. I just want to see what this is that we have marked up. It could be that price won't even reach here anymore. Yeah. As you guys can see, price will not go back down there because I don't have the most powerful plan. So, unfortunately, I cannot show you guys what it is that I was looking, but ideally here, if we're looking and it's the bottom of a gap, it's most likely a bearish fair value gap that's now turned inverse, in my opinion. Sorry about that. Because I have so many things in my charts, sometimes it does mess up how it loads over here. Anyways, so it was a bullish fair value gap that was turned inverse, so we traded inside of it over here. Through it, sorry. And as you guys can see, after we rebounded on Monday, pushing higher back to the $2.70 level, we did leave a area here of bullish fair value gap, which we tested to the 50%. We also have a low, high, lower, low And if you look closely, we also have another bullish for value gap here that was respected at the 50%. And that's what pushed price higher to our $2.70 level. So ideally here, I want to see if price wants to take this daily low, maybe fill in this bullish for value gap. If it does fill it in, it could possibly disrespect it, trade lower, and use this area as resistance to continue going lower. Though I'm not quite sure because I am bullish on XRP. I don't quite know how far it can retrace. I did want to find support at the 2.76 level. As you guys can see on Monday, the 27th, we found support and pushed higher to the $3.20 area. And then obviously melted lower after we found support inside of this breaker block here. Um, let's see. Okay. I'm just trying to see what I had here. As you guys can see, I do have this area here, but it's kind of like overlapping with, yeah, so this is the level of support here. And as you guys can see, this level of support I traded to through bullish level, disrespected, but then traded above it, used as support for higher prices. So maybe we trade through it, maybe we target the daily lows, maybe we retest even the weekly bullish for value gap, take out the lows here, and then push higher. So as you guys can see, we had a 4-hour fair value gap, tapped it several times, push higher. So we were finding support at the $2 range or so. 15-minute. Let's see what's happening on the 15th. So currently on top of that bullish fair value gap where we found support, but most likely they wanna push lower and take out the daily low. That might be what I'm watching for, see if it's gonna pan out or not. We have this bullish level that was disrespected here, traded through. Okay, and then we also have a OB here. Okay, breaker block, liquidity rated, swept bullish for value gap, disrespected it. And I only take paper trades with crypto. I'm not really comfortable trading it yet, and I don't really have any um, don't really have any oops So we're gonna enter. Let's just enter here inside of this area for a sell. Oi!
Chegou?
Tudo bom?
Chegou e já se trancou?
Cheguei.
Hã? Já se trancou? Oi, amigo. O banho tem água geladinha? Agora? Essa hora? Ah, o jeito que você fala comigo, ao respeito.
Alright, I apologize for that, guys. My mom's just talking right now, but so breaker price traded into a bullish level, found support at 50%, traded higher, and it traded back into this level here. Okay, now I expect this level to become resistance and push lower. So this level here is the next fair value gap level that we have, that's a premium level that we can enter to target the lower prices. So we'll see if XRP will target the lower prices. Currently, the lowest that I'm really targeting is just the daily low. Right here. Whoops. Okay. Which is approximately 700 something points. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 5,000 here, because in case it wants to continue selling lower, we can potentially profit from that as well. But we'll see. I will leave it here for you guys to just watch what price does. But that was the idea. We took sell side liquidity. Kind of leads us to believe it's a market structure shift in a way as well, because we had the highs, a failed high, higher high, and then we made a lower low into this premium area, which a lot of people bought. However, price could be reversing here and pushing lower. So we're gonna see what happens. A lot of times when people buy at an area, if price comes back to it, people will re-enter it or something like that if they get stopped out. And that's usually flawed, because oftentimes when price is really in a hurry to get somewhere, it will not retest the area, from my personal experience. And if it does retest the area, then most likely it wants to target lower prices. So that's where I'm targeting right now. The daily low, we'll see if it wants to get there. So far, it's giving us 86 or so. And we'll see what happens. We do have levels of bearishness up here as well that could play a role.
Alguma coisa, ele tá me pedindo isso aqui.
Ele tava pedindo?
É.
Okay, so we'll see. It's tapping back into this area. Let's look on the 1 minute to see how it's tapping back into it. We respected the 50%, so maybe here will be another possible area of entry if it does want to push lower. Okay, just to emphasize my point, we're gonna enter another one here, and I don't know if it's gonna go. Crypto's not my specialty, but what we'll do is this: we'll increase the buy limit there to 10,000, and then we'll take that half off there if we end up being correct. Or actually, we'll take off half here, and then we'll take off 5 here, and then leave the other 5 running. That way it's an extra position. This is a paper trading account with trading view. We're not really trying to push for anything in particular. I also wanted to see this here, so let me see what they're saying. Maybe we can like compete in this. Okay, dang. How the hell did people get 1 million? Anyways, so these are the only symbols we can trade here. See, it's all the mhm. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's open this in a new tab. I want to take a look. And let's look at what XRP is doing. All right. So I believe we got stopped out here as price. Oh, did not get stopped out. Our stop loss is all the way up there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower it, because if it's really doing that, then maybe it doesn't wanna, push lower here. We also have a low, a lower low, and then a higher low, which is like inverse head and shoulders, kind of pointing that it might want to target these highs again. But we will see what happens. In the meantime, let me see if this loaded. No, it did not. Oh, there it is. It's loading up now. But yeah, it looks like we might get stopped out here. This is that bearish level. We're trading inside of it. I mean, I apologize, bullish level that got disrespected. We're trading inside of it. Maybe they're using it as support to push price higher now. And we were a little precipitated with our entry here. But we'll see what we get. It could have been a retest here to push lower. But so you guys can see we're inside of that 15-minute zone right there currently. Our entry was inside of the bearish fair value gap within that inverse zone. So ideally, I do want to see price hold, but as you guys can see here, it's a bullish level, right? Price already traded through it. So if it needed all it needed to do here and it found support here and price doesn't want to go any lower, it could be that this level with this big bullish candle here is just being utilized as support, and it's letting people enter their cells, while it's kind of hesitating inside of this area and taking a long time. Why? Because it's gonna push higher and possibly take out anyone that's entering inside of this level, because it's now an inverse level. um, the idea that it could be is that maybe it's manipulating here, making people thinking it's going to buy up. It trades into this bearish area and then trades lower. So this was just that precipitated FOMO entry. And then the actual entry would be at the bearish fair value gap. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to add another 5K entry here. And what we'll do is we'll do a buy stop of 5K in case this does get hit and this gets hit, because then it'll take us out of this trade and we'll be left over with 5,000 uh, XRP with the buy stop at the highs over here, which we expect to not be hit. So we're going to put it right above these highs here. And we'll see what happens. I am going to go get something to eat. I just got home from work. So I'm pretty tired. I just wanted to do a quick market update on XRP, do a quick trade to see how it's trading, and um, give an idea as to what I'm seeing. I do think price might want to come to the daily low. That's where I'm targeting. This is the trade that we have. It's a demo trade, but it's just to test bias on X. For crypto, I'm more just buy and hold. And I don't day trade it. The only thing I day trade is Nasdaq. So, if you guys found this insightful in any way, give it a thumbs up. Um, if there's anything you guys want me to share more of, or anything you guys want me to work on that you guys think I can improve on, by all means, share it. I would love to hear your input. If there's something that you advise or recommend, if you have experience in, I'm all ears. Take care, guys.